So, brothers and sisters, we ought to have the view and we ought to understand the view that Christ is our personal Savior, because now each person needs to be grafted into the vine. Okay. Now we read from letters and manuscripts, just another quick example. Okay. Now, why we got to have that living, connected faith with Christ? Because he came into the world, right? So when Christ came into the world, he came to our world that he might bring man, by taking upon human nature upon himself, bring man into a closer connection with the living God. Now, no angel could do this work, because if the angel was to come down, right, we would not have been able to endure their glory or endure their light. We would have been sort of eradicated. So, give you an example, when we look at the guards, okay, who were guarding Jesus's tomb. So Jesus was crucified. He was laid to bed. He was laid in Joseph's new tomb, which they had got for him, and there was a great stone. It was then sealed up. Now the angel, a mighty angel, leaves the heavenly courts and is commissioned to come down to the sepulchre and roll away that stone. He was clothed with the panoply of heaven, the light, the panoply of heaven, the light. The darkness parched. The brightness parched the darkness from his track. So as he was coming down, the darkness left its track because his brightness was so much. And what happened to the guards when he came down and rolled away the stone? Well, the Roman guards had fallen as dead men to the earth. They beheld the light of the glory, but could not endure it. So likewise, brothers and sisters, if angels had to come down to do the work, which they could not, because it was God who had to take upon himself to be able to save mankind. So if Christ then was to come down, so this is just one angel. But imagine now if Christ is in his divinity had to come down to save humanity in his glory and in his brightness, we would have been completely eradicated from this earth. That's why Christ had to take upon human nature, right? Now, why am I saying this to you? It is because that when Christ came down, it was his righteousness that he now bestows upon us. And because of the job that he did, right, we are allowed to be called sons of God because he saved humanity. But like we said before, there is a domino effect to that, which is by having faith in Jesus Christ as a personal savior. This is what I'm trying to get to, is we need to have Christ as a personal savior. So when we have him as a personal savior, we allow ourselves to come under his umbrella, under his wings, under his shadow, and by that, brothers and sisters, we are able to be called sons of God. So it is a connection. Everything is connected together when we come to Christ. When we come to Christ, we're connected by him and through him, true to the living God and to the throne of grace as well.